Hello, good morning, everyone. Uh, so thank you, 1 Million Cups, for allowing me to present today. So before I get started, I'll just tell you a little bit about myself. As you can see, the Navy uniform. I just finished my 5th year last November, November 3rd, and 5 years in the U.S. Navy. My 2 duty stations that I was in Greece, the island of Crete, and served in Fort Worth, Texas for the last 3.5 years. And now I'm out and back home in Ocala. So about what I did. So this is, I don't know if you can see the picture from this angle, but that's actually the control tower where I worked. This was a promotional tour for the movie Eddie the Eagle. It was about like an Olympics British skier or something like that, 70s. This is the exact tower in which I worked. That's like the best picture I could find. And so this was just a promotional tour. I get both Taron Egerton and the co-star Hugh Jackman were both there in that time period. I wasn't there, I was on night shift. So I learned about that after the fact. So before I get into what I do, I just thought I would give you a little description. So my business model operates by having a business pay me without spending an extra dime of their own money. My methods create money that, for all intents and purposes, is buried underground as far as my client is concerned. In fact, I found a way for both myself and my client to get paid through my efforts without a monetary investment or a shovel. So I don't know if you guys have a guess. I purposely made it vague, so there's no. But specifically, what it is I do is energy consulting. Here, they're just a bunch of competitors, or I guess energy consulting companies. So when I say energy consulting, there are 3 key things to note that separate me from others. So one, every other consultant you see on the market typically only reduces costs for electricity and gas. My brand of consulting focuses on all utilities, so electricity, gas, water, fire, sewer, waste hauling. And other consultants charge based on their credentials before the job is started, whether it's where they went to school, who they've consulted for in the past, regardless of results, positive or negative, which is something we'll get into again later. So the strategies I employ are capable of saving companies hundreds of thousands to millions in some cases a year for certain businesses like hospitals and manufacturing companies. While most businesses admittedly won't ever use enough to save that amount that I just mentioned, you can typically expect upwards of 10 to 15%. So these are the case studies I brought. I decided to show there are certain things that I go into. I refer to it not consumption, but delivery. So instead of telling you to put in energy efficient light bulbs, I might look at the rate, the line items on an invoice, and find ways to decrease costs from there. What I do is I can find savings going forward, and if there's something that you could have gotten, maybe a tax refund, you also get that for money that was in the past. Depending on the state, you can go back so many years. I think Texas goes back 4 years, and Tennessee up to 2015. So going back to that previous slide, specifically the 3rd one where it says positive results. The real kicker with my service is that I do not charge for the consultation. My client pays no money up front, and I get paid strictly from the savings that I create. So this way there's no risk incurred on the part of the business owner, and the business owner or company can continue operations like normal while I just look at, analyze what it is that needs to be done. So in that case, that helps the business, and it helps myself because that's a living. But there's also a way that other people, namely any of you here, can benefit, and that's by way of a referral partnership. So my email address and phone number are here. So if you have an associate that owns a business, or just know someone in a financial or corporate level in a company, and you can refer me to them, I offer 25% of savings that I create, and that's offered to you, any of you. I have a referral agreement and all of that, so it's all, you can make it legal. As far as the businesses I offer, there are multiple ones, so schools, manufacturing plants, hospitals, nonprofits, churches, things of that nature. And that's it. Anyone have any questions?